Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about university and specifically how to survive Freshers Week. So the most common thing that people think of when they think of freshers is a big party. This, in my opinion, is not true. Freshers can be everything to do with your first week at uni. It's about joining clubs and societies and getting to know your fellow classmates and everyone else at the university. So here are my top tips for how to survive Freshers Week. Number 1, think about your bank balance and move money around accordingly. This is probably the most important piece of advice when you start university. Everyone is going to tell you to budget, everyone's going to tell you to be careful with money. That doesn't mean that you can't spend a good amount of money during freshers. It just means that you have to be aware of what you're spending and put it away. So something that I did during freshers and I would recommend that you guys do is to make a list of how much money you are getting in through student finance, grants, loans, scholarships, anything like that. Make a list of how much money is coming in and when it's coming in, and then how much money of that is going to go towards your rent, food, bills, everything that's essential before the next time that you're going to get student finance. That is going to be a scary number. You're going to look at that number and realise that that's your entire student loan. So my advice would be to move all of that money that you've just allocated for your rent and your bills and everything essential, to move that money into a savings account or some other account that you're not going to touch. This way, when you take your debit card out with you on a night out or out to union day or out for coffee with your new friends, everything, you know that the money you're spending on that debit card is not money that's going to come out of your rent money or other essential money that you'll need during term time. Another option that people recommend is to take that money out in cash and take that out with you on a night out. I know from personal experience that if I have cash on me, I am so likely to just lose that cash. You'll take a £10 note out with you and you can put it in your bra or put it in a bag and it's fine. And then as soon as you buy one drink, you're left with this huge handful of change that you have nowhere to put it. So you usually end up giving it to like your friend to put in their pocket and then you lose it. It just never works out in my opinion. That's just my experience. I might just be really bad with cash. But yeah, I prefer to have it on a debit card, but that's up to you. So yeah, think about your money. Think about your finances. Don't let it bring you down and not enjoy freshers, but think about allocating that money so that you know that when you're spending money, you're not taking it out of what you need for essentials during term time. 2, go to union day. So you know that calendar that you've been bombarded with on the SU website that tells you exactly what's going on in freshers? The first one on that calendar is usually Union Day. Might be called other things for different universities, but for mine it was called Union Day. This is the day where you're going to go and visit all of the different stalls for all of the sports and societies. Even if you're not planning on joining any sports and societies, which I would recommend doing, if you're not planning on it, that's fine. Go to Union Day anyway. 1, you're going to get loads of freebies. Those Sport Direct mugs that everyone has in a student house usually come from Union Day. Union Day is not just about the sports and societies and the SU. You'll also get like deals and vouchers for free pizza, discounts on takeaways, taxi firms, all of the things that you might need during your first year of university are gonna be present at Union Day. So that's the day where you can really go and figure it all out. It's also just a really good day to kind of find your people at university. You might think that you don't want to sign up to a sports or society, and then you might go to Union Day and find something that's like literally your people that you had no idea was a club or something that other people enjoyed. Like we have a society for a baking society, we have a Disney society, a chess club, e-games, we have every type of society you can imagine. So going to Union Day means you might just find people that might be your people at university. So go to Union Day. 3, sign up for an NUS discount card and ask for a student discount everywhere. You're going to be so surprised at how many different businesses and organisations offer a student discount. Even on campus, there'll be student discounts for loads of stuff. I know that my canteen at uni had a 10% discount for students, which I did not know for ages because I assumed that everyone there was a student, so that wouldn't be a thing, but it really was. Even things like I went to a swimming pool, like a public pool once, that had a student discount. They have discounts everywhere for students and young people, so make sure you get your NUS card and you use it. Add taxi numbers and campus security numbers to your phone contacts before you go out. You're most likely going to be using taxis a lot during your first week of university. Usually if you live on campus, it will be because you'll go to freshers events that are on campus, and then you and a group of friends might want to go into the town centre and enjoy other club nights or other things that are going on in the town. You're going to need a taxi to do that. And if you live off campus, it will be to get to and from the campus where the freshers events are usually taking place. Adding campus security number to your phone is just good measure. Stuff happens at freshers a lot, fights break out, and it sucks. It kind of ruins it for everyone else who's just there to have a good time and enjoy themselves, but it happens. You need to be responsible for yourself when you're at uni and your friends. So if you see something happening, don't be afraid to find someone who is in charge or find a security officer. They will be dotted all about your university campus during your first week, and have the campus security number in your phone so that you can call them if there's any problem. Don't feel like you have to drink to enjoy freshers. I think one of the main misconceptions about freshers is that it is targeted to party animals and people who just want to go out and get smashed during their first week of university and enjoy it. This is somewhat true. There is that culture during freshers, but that wasn't my experience of freshers. You're going to get to know your housemates, you're going to get to know your course mates, you're going to possibly join a sports or society team and meet new people that way. It's really just a week of taking in all of this information and enjoying yourself. There's so many other events going on that don't involve drinking. There's cinema nights, there's games nights, pizza party, mocktail parties. There will be so much going on that doesn't involve alcohol or going to a club or going to a loud, noisy event. So if that's not your scene, don't feel like freshers is not for you, because it really is. Freshers is literally for every single student involved with the university. Phone parties are the worst. Now this might just be me. All of the club nights of everything going on in freshers, by far the worst thing is a phone night. It's literally a night in a club with so many other people where you get drenched in fairy liquid and water. The floor becomes super slippery, you fall over, you can't wear heels because you will die. You get drenched head to toe. You're so wet, you're so soggy, you're so cold. It's just not a fun night. I'm not going to tell you not to go. If foam night is something you're really looking forward to, then I really hope you have a good time. But in my experience, that was by far the worst night of freshers for me. I would say if you are going to go to a foam party, pack some kind of big, comfortable hoodie. This might just be my opinion and my experience, but I just got so cold leaving the event that it just wasn't fun. Go to the freshers events that have free food. So if you're someone that's into food, you can get a lot of free food during freshers. I would definitely recommend going to the events that advertise free pizza, barbecue nights, stuff like that, because you can go and eat all the food even if you don't do any socialising. Casually go in, get some pizza, leave. Union Day, there was like a Domino's pizza stand that had free pizza, there was a Krispy Kreme stand that gave out free donuts. There's a lot of food there, so go to these sports events, go to these things that have free food, because you're gonna need it during your first week when you have no money. Do a supermarket shop before freshers starts. So following on from the free food at different events, I would also recommend getting a small supermarket shop done during your first week or just before if you can. There will be nights where you will come home in the middle of the night and all you'll want is some food. If you haven't bought any food, you're either going to be hungry and not have anything, you're going to spend all your money on a takeaway again, or you're going to eat your housemate's food and then they're going to hate you. So I would recommend just spending £20 before attending any events for that week and stocking up on pot noodles and like crisps, snacks, soft drinks, Gatorade, Powerade, those things you're going to need when you wake up with a hangover to get you bouncing back for the next event. That being said, don't buy any meat during your first week. Don't buy stuff that needs to be cooked or refrigerated or has small sell-by dates, because you won't finish it during your first week. You will most likely end up getting a lot of takeaway, a lot of free food. Later in the year when you're out of money, that's when you're going to need those things. Pasta is going to be your best friend. But for Freshers Week, I would really just recommend buying snacks, lots of soft drinks, stuff that you can stock up your cupboards with, that if you don't eat during that week, you'll be able to eat them later in the month. Milk, coffee and tea is another thing that I would recommend buying during your first week. Not only is it super useful when you wake up in the morning and you want a cup of coffee, but it's also a really good way to hang out with your flatmates or your new friends, is to invite them over for a coffee or a cup of tea. So yeah, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you want me to make more videos like this, because I'd love to share my experience of university with you guys. Hopefully this has made some of you understand freshers a bit more and has been helpful in learning some new tips about what to do during freshers and how to survive. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!